Hello, everyone, and welcome. I'm thrilled to have you here today. We're about to explore a fascinating topic: Hiram Abiff, the Fellowcraft degree, and the pursuit of wisdom. This presentation is titled The Wages of a Fellowcraft and the Legacy of Hiram Abiff. Over the next few moments, we'll delve into the symbolic journey of the Fellowcraft, uncover the lessons behind Hiram Abiff's story, and reflect on the lasting impact of these Masonic teachings. So, let's begin this enlightening journey together. Let's begin by exploring the fascinating figure of Hiram Abiff. He's more than just a character. He's a symbol of wisdom and integrity within the craft. As we delve into his story, we'll see how his pursuit of wisdom embodies the core values of our journey. Now, the pursuit of wisdom is not just about knowledge. It's about understanding, moral development, and personal growth. It's what drives every craftsman to seek higher truths. Next, we'll look at the symbolism of Hiram Abiff. His story is rich with allegories that reflect the principles of our work, truth, fidelity, and perseverance. These symbols serve as guiding lights, reminding us of the ideals we strive for in our craft and in life. We'll then consider the role of the Fellowcraft. This stage represents a critical phase of learning and self-improvement. The Fellowcraft is tasked with building and refining, embodying the ongoing quest for knowledge and mastery. Following that, we'll discuss the wages of a Fellowcraft. Not just material compensation, but the true wages are the virtues and wisdom gained along the way, traits that shape us into better individuals and craftsmen. Our journey wouldn't be complete without reflecting on the legacy of Hiram Abiff. His story has inspired countless generations, symbolizing integrity and unwavering commitment. It's a legacy that encourages us to uphold these timeless values. Finally, we'll talk about the importance of continuing the pursuit of wisdom. It's a lifelong journey, one that requires dedication and humility. And in closing, we'll see how embracing Hiram's legacy can inspire us to live with purpose, integrity, and a commitment to personal and collective growth. Welcome to our next slide, where we begin exploring the fascinating figure of Hiram Abiff. This name might be familiar to those of you interested in Masonic traditions or historical symbolism. Hiram Abiff is often regarded as a central figure in Freemasonry, symbolizing integrity, fidelity, and the importance of maintaining secrets and principles. His story is not just about a biblical character, but has taken on a legendary status within the Masonic tradition, embodying the virtues that Masons strive to uphold. Understanding who Hiram Abiff is helps us grasp the deeper themes of loyalty, moral strength, and the pursuit of truth that run throughout the entire Masonic journey. So, as we proceed, keep in mind that this figure serves as a moral archetype, one that guides Masons on their path of personal growth and ethical conduct. Now, let's explore the historical context surrounding Hiram Abiff. He is a central figure in Masonic tradition, often regarded as the archetype of integrity and fidelity. His story is deeply rooted in the ancient legends that underpin Freemasonry, symbolizing virtues like loyalty and moral strength. Understanding his life helps us see how these timeless values are woven into the fabric of Masonic teachings. Moving on, Hiram Abiff's story also emphasizes the importance of dedication to one's craft. His role as a master mason working on the temple reflects the significance of skill, precision, and commitment, principles that resonate with all Masons. His narrative isn't just about history, it's about embodying these virtues in our own lives and pursuits. Now, considering his contribution to Freemasonry, Hiram Abiff represents more than just a historical figure. He's a symbol of the moral and ethical ideals that Freemasonry upholds. His story teaches lessons about integrity, perseverance, and the importance of maintaining one's principles even under pressure. These themes are central to our fraternity's identity and continue to inspire members worldwide. Finally, let's touch on the symbolism associated with Hiram Abiff in Masonic tradition. His story is rich with allegories, each element illustrating deeper spiritual truths. For instance, his death and resurrection symbolize rebirth and enlightenment, core ideas in Masonic philosophy. Recognizing these symbols helps us understand the spiritual journey that Freemasonry encourages, guiding us toward self-improvement and higher knowledge. Now, let's take a closer look at the importance of the Fellowcraft degree. This degree is a vital step in our Masonic journey, representing more than just a ceremonial milestone. It symbolizes growth, learning, and a deeper understanding of our craft. As we progress, we start to see how the lessons of this degree build upon the foundation laid in the entered apprentice stage. It's about developing our skills, our knowledge, and our moral character. In this degree, we are introduced to the significance of craftsmanship, not just in the literal sense of working with our hands, but in the broader sense of working diligently on ourselves and our virtues. It teaches us that true craftsmanship involves patience, perseverance, and attention to detail, qualities that are essential both in masonry and in life. The lessons we learn here are crucial because they prepare us for the next stages of our journey. They remind us that mastery takes time and effort, and that continuous improvement is at the heart of our craft. Ultimately, the Fellowcraft degree underscores the importance of education, moral development, and active engagement in our personal and communal growth. It's a reminder that each step we take is part of a larger, meaningful process of becoming better men, both within the fraternity and beyond. Now, let's delve into the concept of the pursuit of wisdom. As we explore this idea, I want to emphasize that wisdom isn't just about accumulating knowledge. It's about understanding how to apply that knowledge thoughtfully and ethically in real life. Throughout history, many great thinkers have sought wisdom because they recognized its power to guide us toward better decisions and a more meaningful existence. This pursuit is a continuous journey, one that involves reflection, learning from experiences, and sometimes questioning our assumptions. Connecting this to our overall theme, seeking wisdom is essential because it helps us navigate complex situations with clarity and integrity. Ultimately, it's about growth, personally and collectively, and striving to become better versions of ourselves through the wise choices we make. Now, on this slide, we're exploring different perspectives on wisdom, specifically within the context of Masonry. When we talk about defining wisdom in Masonry, it's important to recognize that wisdom isn't just about knowledge, but also about how that knowledge is applied. It involves understanding the deeper meanings behind our actions and decisions. I've asked you to think about some key factors, like what specific values or principles might shape a Mason's wisdom. For example, those could be integrity, humility, or lifelong learning. These elements help us see wisdom as a blend of knowledge and experience, which is crucial in Masonry. As we delve deeper, I want to emphasize that knowledge and experience are the foundation of wisdom. Knowledge provides us with facts and information, but experience teaches us how to use that knowledge effectively in real-life situations. It's this combination that truly cultivates wisdom. Connecting this to our overall theme, remember that wisdom in Masonry isn't static. It's a continuous journey, learning, reflecting, and applying. It's about growing not just intellectually, but morally and ethically as well. That's what makes wisdom so vital in our development as Masons. As we move into this next section, I want to highlight the importance of mentorship and guidance in our journey of wisdom. These stages of Masonic education are not just about acquiring knowledge, they're about meaningful relationships that shape us. Think of mentorship as a trusted hand guiding you through complex lessons, helping you understand deeper truths. It's about shared experience, encouragement, and accountability. When we connect with mentors, we gain insights that books alone can't provide. This process supports our growth, keeps us motivated, and ensures we stay aligned with our values. Ultimately, mentorship is a vital link, helping each of us progress along our personal journey toward wisdom, while reinforcing the overall theme that learning is a lifelong, collaborative experience. Now, let's explore the fascinating symbolism of Hiram Abiff. As many of you know, Hiram Abiff is a central figure in Masonic tradition, representing more than just a legendary craftsman. His story is rich with allegory and deeper meaning. At its core, Hiram symbolizes integrity, loyalty, and the pursuit of truth. His unwavering commitment to his craft and to his principles, even in the face of danger, mirrors the values that Freemasonry encourages us to uphold in our own lives. The story of Hiram also highlights the importance of perseverance and moral resilience. His dedication to his task and his refusal to betray his secrets teach us about the importance of honor and steadfastness in our personal and professional journeys. Connecting this to the overall theme of our presentation, Hiram Abiff embodies the journey of self-discovery and moral development that Freemasonry promotes. His symbolism reminds us that true knowledge and enlightenment come through integrity, perseverance, and a commitment to higher ideals. So, when we reflect on Hiram's story, we're reminded that the path to enlightenment is not just about acquiring knowledge, but about embodying virtues that elevate us and those around us. Now, let's turn our attention to some of the most iconic symbols related to Hiram and Freemasonry. First, we have the all-seeing eye. This symbol is often depicted as an eye enclosed within a triangle, representing divine watchfulness and spiritual insight. It reminds us that there is a higher power observing our actions and guiding us on our moral path. The all-seeing eye emphasizes the importance of integrity and awareness in our journeys. Next, we have the square and compass. These are perhaps the most recognizable symbols in Freemasonry. The square symbolizes morality, truthfulness, and fairness. It's about living a life grounded in integrity. The compass, on the other hand, represents self-control and the importance of balancing our passions and desires. Together, they serve as a reminder to lead a disciplined and virtuous life, always striving for personal and moral improvement. Connecting these symbols to Hiram, the master builder, they embody the virtues of craftsmanship, wisdom, and fidelity. They remind us that the principles Hiram stood for, loyalty, skill, and moral uprightness, are fundamental to our own growth as Masons. These symbols are more than just images. They are guiding principles that shape our character and our journey toward enlightenment and brotherhood. Now, let's delve into the allegorical interpretations, starting with the Hiram Abiff legend. This story is rich with symbolism and is often viewed as a moral allegory. It emphasizes virtues like fidelity, loyalty, and integrity through the narrative of Hiram Abiff, a master craftsman. The legend teaches us about the importance of standing firm in our principles, even when faced with challenges or temptation. By exploring this story, we see how it functions as a metaphor for personal integrity and ethical behavior in our lives and work. It's not just a tale from history, it's a reminder of the timeless value of honesty and moral uprightness. Connecting this to the overall theme, the Hiram Abiff legend serves as an allegorical lesson that reinforces the core values we strive to embody in our organization and personal development. It invites us to reflect on how these virtues can guide our actions and decisions every day. Now, let's explore the role of the Fellowcraft, which is a vital stage in our journey. At this level, we're really focusing on the development of our moral and intellectual qualities. It's about gaining a deeper understanding of the principles that guide us and actively working to strengthen our character. As a Fellowcraft, we're symbolically climbing the ladder of knowledge and virtue, moving beyond the basics to a more refined comprehension. This stage emphasizes the importance of education, self-improvement, and the pursuit of truth, all of which are central themes in our overall journey. It's about recognizing that growth is a continuous process, and that our responsibilities extend beyond ourselves to serve others and uphold the values we cherish. So, in this phase, we're really being called to deepen our understanding and to apply what we've learned in a practical, meaningful way. Now, let's turn our focus to the ethical responsibilities that come with our role in the lodge. It's important to understand that contributing to the lodge isn't just about participation. It's about actively supporting its principles and ensuring we uphold its integrity. Here, we see that each of us has a duty to contribute positively, whether through our actions, our words, or our commitment to its ideals. Moving on, the slide also emphasizes the importance of understanding our specific duties as Fellowcrafts. These duties are fundamental. They guide how we conduct ourselves within the lodge and beyond. For example, duties might include being honest, showing respect to others, and continually seeking knowledge. Remember, these responsibilities aren't just rules. They're ways we demonstrate our dedication to the craft and to one another. By fulfilling these duties conscientiously, We uphold the values that make our lodge a place of growth and brotherhood. Now, let's talk about the importance of fellowship and community. Building strong bonds with others is fundamental because it creates a sense of belonging and support that can truly enhance our personal and collective growth. When we invest in relationships, we foster trust and collaboration, which are essential for achieving shared goals. Next, we'll look at service to society. Contributing to our communities not only helps those around us, but also enriches our own lives. It reminds us of the bigger picture and our role within it. This aspect of service encourages us to be active participants in creating positive change, reinforcing the idea that our efforts can make a real difference. Connecting these points to the overall theme, fostering community and serving others are key to building a more united and compassionate society. They remind us that our strength lies in our connections and our willingness to give back. Now, let's take a closer look at the wages of a Fellowcraft, which is our focus on this slide. As we move through this stage of the journey, it's important to understand that earning these wages isn't just about material compensation. It's about gaining knowledge, experience, and moral qualities that prepare us for the next steps in our personal and spiritual development. The wages here symbolize the rewards of the lessons learned during the Fellowcraft degree, things like increased insight, patience, and a deeper understanding of life's mysteries. These are the true wages that enrich us beyond just the physical or monetary. When we talk about these wages, we're also talking about the idea of growth, how each challenge and lesson builds us up, making us more prepared for what lies ahead. And, in a broader sense, it reminds us that progress in our own journey is paid for through effort, learning, and reflection. Connecting this to our overall theme, the wages of a Fellowcraft highlight the idea that true advancement requires work, both outwardly and inwardly, and that the rewards are measured not just in tangible terms, but in wisdom and character. So, as we continue, remember that what we earn as Fellowcrafts, the lessons, virtues, and insights, are what truly elevate us on our path. Now, let's take a closer look at understanding Masonic wages. When we talk about wages in Freemasonry, we're really referring to symbolic wages, those intangible rewards and spiritual gains that come from our journey through the craft. These wages aren't about material compensation. Instead, they embody personal growth, enlightenment, and the cultivation of virtues. For example, in Freemasonry, the symbolic wages might include knowledge, moral improvement, and a sense of brotherhood. These are the true rewards that motivate us and give meaning to our work within the lodge. They serve as a reflection of our inner development rather than any tangible benefit. Now, to contrast this with material compensation, such as money or physical rewards, Freemasonry emphasizes that these are secondary. Our focus is on the spiritual and moral dividends we earn, things like integrity, charity, and wisdom. So when I mention values like Val 1, Val 2, Val 3, and Val 4, these are placeholders for the specific symbolic wages or virtues that are emphasized in our teachings. They highlight the core principles that Freemasonry aims to instill in each of us, principles that, once internalized, become our true measure of wealth. Remember, the key point here is that the true essence of Masonic wages is about what we gain internally, our character, our understanding, and our contributions to others, rather than external material rewards. This aligns with the overall theme of our presentation, that Freemasonry is fundamentally about personal and spiritual development, not material gain. Now, on this slide, we're focusing on the importance of personal integrity as a cornerstone of growth through learning. Personal integrity is about being honest, consistent, and true to your values, even when no one is watching. It's what guides us to make ethical decisions and build trust with others. When we develop and uphold this integrity, we create a foundation for personal development that's not just about gaining knowledge, but about becoming a better, more reliable person. This ties directly into our overall theme because growth isn't just about skills or achievements, it's about cultivating character. When we lead with integrity, it influences everything we do, from how we learn to how we interact with others, ultimately shaping our journey toward continuous self-improvement. Now, let's take a moment to reflect on the legacy of Hiram Abiff. As many of you know, Hiram Abiff is a central figure in Masonic tradition, symbolizing integrity, loyalty, and the pursuit of truth. His story is more than just a legend. It's a powerful allegory that teaches us about the importance of steadfastness and moral character. The key points here are that his enduring story reminds us to uphold our commitments, even in the face of adversity. His unwavering dedication to his craft and his principles embodies the core values that many of us strive to live by. This legacy is woven into the very fabric of Freemasonry and continues to influence its teachings today. It connects to our overall theme of moral development and personal growth, emphasizing that the virtues we cultivate are timeless and universally relevant. So, as we move forward, remember that Hiram Abiff's story isn't just about the past. It's a call to each of us to embody those same virtues in our own lives. Now, let's explore the impact of Hiram Abiff on modern Freemasonry. One of the most significant influences is on Masonic rituals themselves. You see, Hiram's story has deeply shaped how we perform our ceremonies and initiations. His tale of fidelity, integrity, and sacrifice is woven into the very fabric of our rituals, reminding us of the moral values we aspire to uphold. Moving on to Hiram's place in Masonic philosophy, his story isn't just about a legend from the past, it's a symbol of virtue and steadfastness. His unwavering commitment, even in the face of death, exemplifies the qualities we seek as Freemasons: loyalty, perseverance, and moral uprightness. So, in essence, Hiram's narrative helps us connect our actions today with the timeless principles of Freemasonry. It's a powerful reminder that the values he represents are still very much alive and relevant in our modern practices. This story continues to inspire us to lead with integrity and to uphold the moral standards that define our fraternity. Now, let's explore how Hiram Abiff appears in popular culture. You'll notice references to him in various forms of literature and film, where his story often symbolizes themes of integrity, perseverance, and moral strength. These portrayals help keep his legend alive and relevant, resonating with audiences across different eras. Understanding his influence in modern media highlights how his story continues to inspire ideas about virtue and character. Finally, it's important to recognize that Hiram Abiff's legacy extends beyond historical or Masonic contexts. His symbolisms and lessons remain significant in today's society. They remind us of the enduring values that can guide us in our personal and professional lives. Now, as we move into slide 21, titled Continuing the Pursuit of Wisdom, I want to emphasize that the journey of gaining wisdom is ongoing. It's not something we achieve once and then forget about. Instead, it's a continuous process, an active pursuit that requires ongoing learning, reflection, and growth. This slide highlights that wisdom isn't just about accumulating knowledge. It's about applying that knowledge thoughtfully and ethically in our lives. It involves understanding context, recognizing nuances, and making sound decisions even in complex situations. Remember, the pursuit of wisdom aligns closely with our overall theme, striving to be better, more aware, and more intentional in our actions. It's about embracing humility, staying curious, and being open to new perspectives. So, I encourage you to see this as a lifelong journey, one that enriches us personally and professionally, and that ultimately helps us contribute positively to the world around us. Lifelong learning is truly at the heart of a successful career in Masonry. It's not just about mastering techniques once, it's about continually expanding our knowledge and skills throughout our lives. This ongoing education helps us stay current with new methods, tools, and materials, ensuring we deliver the best quality work possible. Embracing this mindset means we're always looking for ways to improve, adapt, and grow, no matter how experienced we are. It's about viewing education as a continuous journey, not a one-time event. By doing so, we not only advance our own careers, but also elevate the standards of our entire trade. So, let's keep that curiosity alive, stay open to new ideas, and commit ourselves to lifelong learning in Masonry. Now, let's turn our focus to mentoring young Masons. This is a vital part of our work because it ensures the continuity and vitality of our fraternity. Mentoring involves guiding new members, sharing knowledge, and instilling values that uphold our traditions. It's about more than just teaching rituals. It's about fostering a sense of brotherhood and responsibility. By investing time and effort into mentoring, we help young Masons develop confidence, understanding, and a strong moral compass. This, in turn, encourages them to actively participate and contribute meaningfully to our lodge. Ultimately, mentoring is about passing on the torch, ensuring that our values and principles thrive for generations to come. It's a way we strengthen not only individuals, but the entire fraternity, aligning with our broader goal of promoting Masonic values. And that, I believe, is key to encouraging future generations to carry the torch forward. As we reach the conclusion, I want to emphasize the importance of embracing Hiram's legacy. His contributions laid a foundation that continues to inspire us today. What stands out most is his commitment to innovation and integrity, values that remain vital in our work. By understanding and honoring his efforts, we not only preserve a rich history, but also propel ourselves toward future success. This legacy reminds us that our actions today can have a lasting impact, just as Hiram's did. So, as we move forward, let's carry that spirit of dedication and excellence, ensuring his influence endures in everything we do. As we come to the final part of our journey, I want to take a moment to reflect on what we've learned and experienced together. This slide is titled, Reflecting on the Journey, and it's really about stepping back and considering the insights we've gained along the way. Firstly, I'd like to share some personal reflections on wisdom. Over time, I've come to realize that wisdom isn't just about knowledge, but about understanding how to apply that knowledge thoughtfully and compassionately. It's about learning from our experiences, both successes and failures, and growing from them. As we look back, we see how each step of the journey has shaped our perspective. The lessons we've learned have helped us become more mindful and intentional in our actions. And that's a key point. Wisdom is a continuous process, not a final destination. It's about ongoing growth and reflection. Now, let's consider the influence of Hiram's teachings. These teachings have been a guiding light, offering us principles that remain relevant regardless of change or challenge. They remind us to stay grounded, to seek truth, and to act with integrity. Connecting all these ideas, I want to emphasize that the journey of learning and reflection is something we carry forward. It's about applying these insights in our lives and sharing them to inspire others. Ultimately, the wisdom we gain isn't just for ourselves. It's a gift we can pass on to strengthen our communities and future generations. Now, as we come to the final part of our journey, I want to emphasize the importance of a strong call to action. It's crucial that we take what we've discussed and translate it into meaningful steps forward. Whether it's engaging more deeply with the Masonic community or committing ourselves to personal and collective growth, these actions are what will truly make a difference. I'd like to remind everyone that the specifics of Val 1, Val 2, Val 3, and Val 4 are essential here. These are the key areas where your involvement and effort can create real change. By understanding these values, we can tailor our approach and make our efforts more impactful. Engaging with the Masonic community isn't just about participation. It's about fostering genuine connections, sharing knowledge, and supporting each other's growth. When we actively participate, we strengthen the bonds that unite us and deepen our collective purpose. And finally, committing to personal and collective growth isn't a one-time act. It's an ongoing journey. It's about continuously striving to improve ourselves and our communities, embodying the values we hold dear, and inspiring those around us to do the same. So I encourage each of you to reflect on these points, consider your own role, and take deliberate, purposeful action. Together, we can make a lasting impact. Thank you all for being here today. As we look to the date, June 17th, 2025, I want to take a moment to reflect on the journey we've shared. This slide is about gratitude. It's the culmination of our efforts and the recognition of everyone who contributed. When we talk about gratitude in action, we're emphasizing that appreciation isn't just a feeling. It's something we demonstrate through our actions and acknowledgments. I also want to highlight the importance of acknowledgement, recognizing the hard work and dedication of each individual. It's this collective effort that has brought us to this point. The presenter, the Masonic Audiobook Library, symbolizes a community committed to sharing knowledge and fostering growth. So, as we wrap up, remember that expressing gratitude and giving acknowledgement are powerful tools for strengthening connections and inspiring continued progress. Thank you for your attention, your engagement, and your commitment throughout this journey.